Hey, it's Nick Williams here, and I'm with Matt Liuag. Matt's a new agent with us, and we're going to talk about the leads, the telemarketing leads. How they worked out for you, Matt?
So far, they worked out good. I've been with Nick a couple of months now, and I met Nick through his channel. And I was new to Medicare as a whole. I came from Final Expense originally, which I'd been in since 2009. And so I just looked to just branch out for the 2020 season and the 2019 AEP open enrollment. And I just wanted to switch over to Medicare. And that's when I started looking and found Nick on YouTube. And I reached out to him. I liked everything that he provided on YouTube. I learned a lot in just a short amount of time. And I also liked his style of teaching, and I thought that he would be just a really cool guy as well. But to date, it's been really good. It's been very easy as well, and it also helps that Nick lived in the same city as me. So that was one big contributing factor why I reached out to him is he was also in Greenville, South Carolina as well. So far to date, Nick, it's been really good, and he's been very accessible as well. So, but the leads it's been as easy as I could ask for to date at this point.
I want you to comment on the knocking on the door and the ease or difficulty at which you have getting into a house. Okay, yeah, and that's what I want to focus on. But that's where people have the most problem. And I will also add that Matt is experienced with Final Expense, so he has some ability to do this. It gave you a little bit of an advantage coming out the gate. But comment on that, Matt.
Yeah, and just to add to what Nick said, I do have over a decade of Final Expense experience, and specifically with door knocking, so that definitely played into this. But I actually brought this up to you yesterday when we ate lunch together, just how much different it is at the door, because I think with a Final Expense sale, naturally a person's guard will be up. A lot of times I notice that people don't remember exactly what it was for, but when they sent the card in, because it may be weeks or even months since they originally sent it in. But I just noticed that since these leads are so new, my telemarketer just generated them a day or two before, that it's fresh on the person's mind. I go to the door, but I noticed that they're so much more receptive with Medicare as a whole, and I guess it's because it's something tangible. It's something that they use on a monthly basis, even maybe a weekly basis. How often do people go to the doctor? And so, or how often does a senior fill prescriptions? It's something that they have to continually use, and I feel it just makes all the difference. The reception is just a little warmer, but the leads being so new definitely contributes to that, I think, more than anything, because they are just a matter of days old. And so, but yeah, I think that having that telemarketer there that generates fresh leads is just key. So.
Yeah, and I wanted Matt to comment on this, and he's done an excellent job, because that's the big question that I get from agents. How do I get in the door? And I just did a video, 2 videos in the last several days, Matt, where I talked about agents are fearful at the door, and would be the number one reason they're not successful, in my opinion.
It's also, if I could,
yeah, you go right ahead.
I'll say this from my own experience. It's really just your entire persona at the door. And just if you come off as nervous, it's going to, in turn, make that person nervous. So when I go to the door, it's just I'm upbeat, I'm friendly. And I think, which Nick is just naturally like this, but he's just all smiles. And one thing that I was taught was to assume familiarity and just talk to the person like you've known them for years out of the gate. Just comment on anything that you may see, like their pets or something in their front yard, or maybe they're flying a different flag, for a team that you don't support. You say, oh, I don't know if I can come see you. You're a Clemson fan or whichever team you are in opposition to. But I think it's just your overall attitude at the door matters more than anything. If you're upbeat and you're friendly and you're nice, someone's just going to naturally, I think, appreciate that, and then want to see what you're all about and see who is this person at my door, versus someone who's coming in just nervous and which it comes with experience, though.
Yes.
And so it definitely comes with experience.
Yes, it does. And a couple things. I want to wrap this up. This isn't meant to be a long video, just somebody else's experience. Big stupid smile on your face doesn't hurt. It just, a friendly person, that will go a long way to being successful. And as Matt said, we are in Clemson territory, by the way.
Yeah,
so
I'm born and raised in Georgia.
Georgia Bulldog?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Guilty.
Nick, I will say another thing that you and I both do. I've noticed that Nick never goes to the door with his bag in hand. I don't do the same thing either. And you just go to the door with the clipboard and some leads, whereas I just go with the leads. And so I go to the door and I don't have my full bag because people can see that. They'll look out their window and just look who's pulling in my driveway. And so I pull up, I get out, I've just got the leads, and then Nick says, big stupid smile on your face, but it's true. You may walk past the dining room window and just wave in so they see you coming.
Yeah.
And you almost have to, I guess, play it up a little bit where you may seem like you're being a little goofy, but with seniors, I think that it makes all the difference just coming off as that upbeat, nice person, even small things like just waving past the window when you walk to the door. So,
yeah, and Matt and I ran one call yesterday together, and we just had a lot of fun with the people. One thing I will say is a lot of agents will treat seniors with such reverence that it's Mr. Smith this and Mrs. Smith that it becomes very robotic almost, or it creates a stagnant atmosphere. And Matt, myself, and the client, as a husband wife, just had a good time. A lot of laughs. The lady enjoyed that to have a laugh. So bring a little sunshine into the house. And I'm going to cut it off there, Matt. Any final words?
No, that's it. I would just, a lot of these seniors also, they may be alone. They may not have anyone to talk to. So just being, like Nick just said, bringing sunshine to their day, they'll really appreciate that. And so where they may start off in maybe a more sour, not in the best mood, you don't know what that person's going through. They may have serious health conditions that they're battling every day, or maybe they're just lonely and sad, and you don't know what they've dealt with in their life. But you going in there with a positive, upbeat attitude, it will change their day, and they will appreciate it. And so if they're not having a good day, that doesn't mean that you can't turn their day around and make them have and remember you and say, wow, I'm glad I talked to that person. They really brought a smile to my face. So.
That's it, man. I think that's a cut, and appreciate you, Matt. Good delivery.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Bye.